How to set goals that are actually achievable. That was a question that I had yesterday, so I thought I would answer that today as well. I answered it in a Q&A yesterday, but before I jump in as well. So if you are coming in, give me a hello. Let me know if you're in. If you're on replay as well, let me know if you're in as well. I will go pitch black at times as I am trying to find the lightest place near a beach. So how to set goals that are actually achievable. Now, of course, there are things like SMART goals, right? And specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time bound. So you've got that time in, which are important factors. But what I want to cover today is something a little bit different, and something that, of course, like SMART goals are key. They're really valuable in this. But at the same time, what we want to do is create a bit of leverage. And I'm going to show you how I've done that now and just share my goals for many reasons, actually. So as you are probably aware of, in Fruci Fit, we use our food, our fitness, and our focus accountability. So we have our food habit, our fitness habit, and our focus habit. And I'm no different from that, apart from I've added in one as well on family as well, which is always a good one to add in, I think, in terms of it's often can be under focus as well. But I'll go over them now. So food. So what's my food goal? Now, it might sound really small, and this is quite small for a lot of people. But my food habit is my goal, if you like, is to go for 60 out of 90 days. Notice I'm not saying 90 out of 90 days, like every day. I'm not saying every day here. I'm saying 60 out of 90 to go for mainly protein during the day, like a lower carb during the day. And then in the evening, I have more flexibility to eat the foods I want. I'm going for that 60 out of 90 days. Why? Well, it's not always possible. Things come up. I do stuff, social events, etc. It's realistic. But why do I want to do it more kind of importantly? Because this creates leverage. Why do I want to do it? Why do I want to do it? Well, it increases my concentration. I know I feel better. I'm less bloated during the day. My energy is just skyrocket. That means I can do a lot more. That means I get a lot more done. That means I've got more caloric space, if you like, for the evenings. I can be more flexible. I can just eat with the family, not worry about anything really. And I value that. I get more done in the day. It's less meal planning. So it actually saves me time. So they're my whys on that. And of course, this is a 90-day goal. It might change, it might not. So 60 out of 90. Then let's go on to my fitness. So my fitness goal on here is to rejoin jiu-jitsu and do a one-arm pull-up. I've got two in there. And again, I'm not aiming to be perfect with this, like my first initial hit. So essentially, I'm looking for one session a week, but from late January. So it's literally like 9 sessions in 90 days. And then with my single arm pull-up, that's my aim over the 90 days. I do 90 out of 90 for that. Why? Well, I've been doing it a long time anyway, and it's into my routine anyway, doing pull-ups every day. So you can see already that I'm not setting like every day I'm going to do this. You can see already that there's a lot to be said, and there's a lot of values to be said in being the 6 out of 10 who keeps showing up. And that's what I want to get you in the mindset of, and something we'll be covering in our free 5-day kickstart, which if you want to join us, by the way, I'll put the link in the comments for you to join on that. So the next part of this is in the focus part. And one of my aims every day is bed by 10:15, but something I know I feel so much better when I do is meditation. So again, I'm going for 60 out of 90 days I want to hit my meditation. That's my aim. If I do more, then great. And that works good for me psychologically as well. And then again, why do I want to do this? Well, it gives me more energy. It helps me sleep better, more deeply, clears my mind. All of these things. What does this allow me to do? Well, a better coach the next day. I've got more energy. Better dad, better husband. All of these things. Then I'm adding up and I'm like, yeah, it's a no-brainer to do it. And going back to the fitness, why do I want to rejoin jiu-jitsu again? Why do I want to get back into that? Well, a bit like we do at Fruci Fit, it's like being told what to do is nice. Like, we do it a lot. Like we coach, I coach people all day, which is amazing. And then I get to myself, and I must say, and it's a bit like a lot of the ladies say to me, "I know what to do already," and I'm like, "Yeah, so do I," but I just don't do it. So it's that added accountability to make sure I can just show up and actually get some headspace, be told what to do. And with my single arm pull-ups, that forces me into action to get little movements in through the day, which I know are good for my energy levels again, which goes back to my why. I want to get more done. I want to be a better dad, better husband, all of these things, better coach. So, on that note, now how am I going to create some leverage? Well, I can tell people. I've just done that now. And also, it's nice to have a little 30-day and 60-day benchmark. So, put some dates in your diary 30 days from now. And then what I want you to do is just ask the questions. Where do I need to be to know I'm on track? So for me, 30 days from now, have I rejoined jiu-jitsu? Yes or no? That will tell me. My food, have I done 20 days this month of protein only during the day? Some vegetables, fine. With my focus habit, meditation, have I hit 20 meditations? Now I can see after 30 days, okay, am I on track? Yes, no, how am I doing? I can revisit it. Maybe I need to reset my goal. Maybe the leverage isn't there. Maybe the motivation for that isn't there. Maybe I need to change that. Or maybe I just need to remind myself of my whys a little bit more. And either way, it's a nice reminder of what I need to do. Whether that's a polite kick up the bum to me or not. So, again, we can do the same with 60 days then. Okay, let's put 60 days in the diary. Food, where are we at? Have I hit 40 days? Fitness. Have I hit the jiu-jitsu sessions? How many days have I done my pull-ups? Is it been daily, like I said I would? That's just one set, by the way. And then the focus side of it, the meditations. Have I hit 40 meditations in the 2 months? Then again, I can assess then and see, okay, what's worked, what hasn't worked? Have I done it, yes or no? And my point here is you're setting benchmarks. It's not all or nothing. You're not going, oh, I'm going to do this every day. Then one day you don't do it, and then it's like, screw it. This is about setting realistic, timed, it's measurable, it's specific for you. And that's the key thing. So with those little benchmarks, it allows you to reset things if needs be, rather than write off the time. And you know what? Even if I don't hit it, I guarantee I'd have done more if I wouldn't have set these goals. And that's why I think it's important to move away from not setting goals completely, because maybe in the past you've set goals and just not achieved them, and you have a negative relationship with setting goals, which I totally understand. And a lot of people feel the same. And that's something we'll be going through in our 5-day kickstart, which starts Monday the 9th of January. Free 5-day kickstart for women 40 plus. You pretty much know what to do, but need the accountability and plan to do it. So if you're joining in on that, I'll put the link in the comments. And this allows you to set one thing in those areas, similar to exactly how I've done now. But most importantly, get that support, the accountability, get a kickstart with your fitness as well, knowing what to do, the technique, the form, how to adapt it for you. Plus, you might meet some awesome like-minded people, as always happens. It always amazes me. The friendships, the support, the accountability that live long after that. So, I hope that helps. Any questions, do let me know. And I will see you soon.